Chapter 12. Miss Rug Hug. Months of living without my parents and fighting off clutter, I grew tired. All I could want is my parents. I would love to cast the burden of protecting the house into their hands. There is no reality anymore, no school, no food, no expectation of tomorrow. When I dream of former days, despite the fact that I hated my dad for not putting me first back ago in 4th grade. When I dream of days that had taken place. Some of my most precious memories were of those hard times. Suppose I never utterly hated my dad for betraying me. My mind now seems to tell me I somehow enjoyed it. I could almost think he was being kind for preferring the young boy, that possibly he was being both nice to him and me. In any case, it was not like I ever truly was stepped on. I wish I could see my dad again. I wish there were never a pandemic. Tom, Steph, and I, lacking our normal ups and downs, have nothing to talk about, and because of that, our days are filled with nothingness. Tom, from time to time, brings to our attention that we could be rebellious and break into some of the neighbors' houses in a bad way. He said if we break in, that will support our nothingness. But we're not bad people, so we never did it. My mind slowly forgot about a lot of my childhood. Same with Steph and Tom. Once we knew we needed to hold on to reality, we chose the last thing that made us happy, and that was some of the moments we had in the closet. Those moments gave a sense of rest, kind of like a vacation from reality. We thought letting go of the former reality would be a lot more fun, but once we did, it was not as exciting without its adversary, without its adversity. Because it was not fun anymore, we decided to re-include our former reality. But this time we would have control over it and make believe only the things we want to be in the former reality. The first thing we decided to reinsert was the suburb house that we moved out from, the house we lived in before we lived in the mansion. Spring had just recently welcomed itself into the neighborhood, so it'd be nice to walk over there and recall the wonderful times I had in the former house. Small pebbles and sand make a sound as I step out into the spring sunlight. The outdoor sunlight speaks as if I could live in that one moment continuously. A 5-minute walk felt like seconds in the excitement of the spring environment. The doors are locked, Tom says, on the steps in front of the door to our former house. Knock it in, I declare. Okay, Tom says. He turns around, his back facing the door. He picks up his leg and with the back boot kicks the door. One solid knock, the door pops open. No one has moved in here yet, I exclaim. You were just over here the other day and it looks the same as when we left, Rug adds. I'm going to my room. I'm going to pretend we still live here, I mentioned while walking to my former room. My bedroom almost looks the same as it did when we moved here, but appears much smaller. I enter the room. I look at the half-replaced window in the back of the room, the window I threw my computer monitor through. I begin to walk out of my room. I say, Dad, you can come out, you know. You are re-welcomed into your house. You do not have to hide. You just have to be better than a sickness. Suddenly the front door slams shut. Is that what you call that, a sickness? A deep-sounding voice utters. Walking down the stairs, I hear Steph ask, Did you hear that? Maybe we should leave, Tom says. I think that voice was my dad, I say. Sorry, Mr. Flippy, Tom shouts into the environment. He is not all that sorry, Dad. Remember, you just must be better than a sickness. We will be at the mansion when you want to come home, I say, leaving the front door open as we leave. Leaving in a rush, I look behind me and watch an unseen being slam the door shut. shut so hard that one of the hinges on the door broke. Once we were in the mansion, the doors were locked. Doors began to move on their own, especially the closet doors. Things quickly began to get tossed out of the closets. We rushed upstairs to my bedroom and rushed over to my bed. The closet doors began to violently swing open and closed. "Is that your dad, Jill?" Steph asks. "Maybe," I say. I walk over to the closet door. I yell, "I'm not scared of you." Begin to pick up some of the stuff being tossed out of the closet. Notice things being tossed out that I had not recently put into the closet. Picked up one of the photos that was tossed close to my feet. Begin to recall the many lives I lived here. I remember growing up, my family, children, friends, and mostly papercorp. "This is my house, Jill. This is our house," I hear my dad say from within the closet. "Then it is," I yell back. The room quickly grows silent and calm. Times later, I say to my dad, "It's a good thing being home. You must have been away for 10 years. "Yes, Jill, it's good to be home," Dad says. "Jill Rugg, it's good that you're home," Mom says, pouring me a fresh glass of orange juice. "Credit to Dad, he can and is sometimes a sickness," I say while cackling. The end. Epilogue. "That clutter in front of the door, Jill, was not there," Tom says. "Exactly, it was not. But now it is. Let's forget about it. I never thought we would have seen something strange coming over to the old mansion. I simply wanted to impress Steph," I say, looking at Tom. "That was amazing, Jill," Steph says, wrapping her arms around me, saying, "Let's go home."